This is Captain's Vlog number first Friday in June with blueberry filling. Yummy! Yum! A Chrononaut sounds like a delicious donut. In fact, Chrononaut rhymes with donut. But is it a donut? Oh, the answer is yes. In fact, they are the official pastry of the Martian colonies. They love them some donuts. It's round, it has sprinkles, and Chrononauts wear white lab coats. It's round, it has sprinkles, and Chrononauts wear white jumpsuits. What is a Chrononaut? Well, I will give you a hint. It's Andy Basiago. Andy Basiago is a Chrononaut. Allow me to sing you a little song. Tell me, where in time is Andy Basiago? Tell me, where in the time continuum are the traveling people? Well, Andy glides around the globe and flim-flams every nation. He's double-dealing astronaut with a taste for yummy donuts. He's hand in hand with Obama and has all the information. Tell me where in the time is Andy Basiago? What is a Chrononaut? It's simple. It's a time-traveling astronaut. In fact, there are many Chrononauts living amongst you right now, inconspicuously just like the lizard people. The biggest difference is they look just like you and me. They're people, not lizards. In fact, I'm going to name 5 Chrononauts for you right now. Are you ready? Number 1, Andrew D. Basiago. Number 2, William Stillings. Number 3, Barry Soteros. Number 4, Regina Duggan, the head of DARPA. Number 5, Laura Magdalene Eisenhower. That's right. These 5 people were all teamed up together in a little thing called Project Pegasus. Get it? Pegasus? Pegasus because donuts can fly. It just makes sense. First, the government names all the planets after Greek gods. And then they go take all the presidents, put them in a super secret jump room named after a Greek mythical creature, and then pew, 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 they shoot those presidents through time and space to the planets named after Greek gods. Weird. What is their obsession with Greek mythology? Ha ha! Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Psst. If you really would like to know, subscribe and like, I'll tell you. Chrononauts travel through time, and they also travel through space. And they have to be able to do both because time and space are interlinked. They're all connected. And I ought to know. I'm the lone space mountain man. How do you think I got here out to my mountain anyway? It takes a little bit of time and space. Time and space are like jello. Time is like the packet of goo, and space is like the water. Mix them together and you get jello. It's delicious, squishy, and fun. And guess what? They were shooting presidents off into space then, and they're still doing it now. Andy Basiago will tell you that it only happened back in 1972. But his brain has been all squishy-wushied from getting shot through the Pegasus guns to different planets and different locations and different times. He can't even remember what he had for breakfast yesterday. I'll tell you, it was an egg and ham on rye. I watched him through my high-powered telescope. In fact, I saw him yesterday and I waved at him. Hi, Andy. And he said, "Lulu." It was weird. He's a little out there. But I'm not here to tell you about what Andy Basiago had for breakfast. Andy Basiago could tell you what he had for breakfast. He can also tell you about all the goofy trips he took to Mars via teleportation. I'm here to tell you about all the delicious space secrets that you crave. And that, my friends, is why I have 11 billion subscribers on YouTube. Why not become one? Now remember what I said. Barry Soteros, hi Barry, was one of those DARPA chrononauts along with Andy Basiago. Hi Andy. When they were just 12 years old, they witnessed all the important historical phenomena and catastrophes, like the Hindenburg. They saw the Spanish flu. They saw the Titanic, the landing on the moon, the beheading of Marie Antoinette, the Crusades. They saw it all. And with their own eyeballs even. Yo, Regina! They saw it all, and in fact, they witnessed too much. That's why Barry Soteros had to change his name to Barack Obama. They had to be careful lest somebody would notice in the old-timey photos at the Gettysburg Address that there was indeed a young Andy Basiago with oversized shoes in the photo. Andy put all the Chrononauts to good use in 2008 when he ran for president against John McCain and won. Laura, what's happening? You heard me right. He won the election in 2008. He ran for president, and he won. Oh, he won, I tell you. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Space Mountain Man, you're crazy. He didn't win. But I tell you, he did. He did. And he was a magnificent president. He did all sorts of good things. He was the greatest president of all time. He did the most amazing things. But remember who else was a time-traveling chrononaut? That's right. That's right, Barack Obama. And he simply went back in time and changed history. That is why you don't remember Andy Basiago, the president. In fact, you don't remember Andy Basiago at all. That's right. While Barack was at it, he also stole all of Andy Basiago's Martian donuts. That right there is the biggest beef between the two of them. That's why you will never catch them in the same room again. Basiago could forgive him for stealing the presidency, but he would never forgive him for stealing his delicious donuts. In this current timeline, Andy never revealed the true facts about time travel and the Mars visitations, or the aforementioned Martian donuts. Peace and love, man. Because he never became president, he was never able to unite the Earth in peaceful unity with the Galactic Federation of Light. Oh, it was a beautiful time that now, thanks to Chrononauts, never happened. It was like 1960 forever. Instead of greatness, Andy Basiago remained in relative obscurity, only sharing his message of visitations with like-minded weirdos at the UFO conventions and on late-night radio via Coast to Coast with George Norrie. They were inseparable and still are. Hey, George, how's it going? George Norrie still hasn't had me on his program. For that, I spit and fart in your general direction. George Norrie may seem like a nice guy, but he cannot respond to an email if his life depended on it. He also doesn't like truth. He does not like space truth. Very close-minded. And all of this happened because Barack Obama could not keep his hands off of Andy's space donuts. Moral of this story: never trust a chrononaut. And keep your donuts safe. Keep them in a safe place. Preferably a safe or something of that nature. And the deepest secret of them all: it's people! Donuts are chrononauts. They're made of people. The donuts are time-traveling astronauts. Oh, they're people. By the way, there's a new Chrononauts t-shirt available in my sweatshop. Buy it today. Subscribe and like. Ring that bell. Become a Patreon with all of its perks and bounties. Space Mountain Man, signing off.